you. There we go. Hi, everybody. Needs no introduction. Well, hi, everyone. Good afternoon. Great to be here with all of you during National Donate Life Month with the Gift of Life of Michigan. Over the last 50 years, Gift of Life has done life-saving work, helping patients, their families, and communities all across our state. Last year, 533 people donated organs in Michigan, and surgeons transplanted 1,119, our state's second highest annual total ever. That's a really major accomplishment, one we're thrilled to celebrate today. And I'm also proud to be here alongside Eversight, which is the sole eye bank serving Michigan. Last year, Eversight worked with the families of nearly 2,500 Michigan cornea donors. And thanks to those selfless acts, over 1,300 Michiganders, 1,322 to be exact, received sight-restoring transplants. Incredible work. And here at the Michigan Secretary of State, our goal is to make it easier for everyone to sign up to become a donor and to give that gift of sight or gift of life. The more people who register, the more lives can be saved. And anyone can easily join Michigan's organ donor registry online at michigan.gov/organ donation. You can also sign up by mail at one of our self-service stations or in person at one of our branch offices. And we have some more good news. The Michigan Organ Donor Registry is growing. Last year, more than 206,000 Michiganders joined the registry, which brings the total number of donors across the state to 4.6 million. Over the last 4 years, from 2020 to 2024, deaths of people on Michigan's transplant waiting list decreased by 45%. Part of the reason for this is that more Michiganders from all backgrounds are choosing to be organ donors. The percentage of registered donors from multicultural communities has more than doubled, from 24% in 2016 to 54% in 2024. And the reason that's so important is because, according to the National Office of Minority Health, a recipient's most likely match is from a donor of their same ethnicity. Last April, at our annual news conference, we all shared statistics on the racial and ethnic disparities that kept too many patients of color from receiving life-saving transplants that they need. And so this progress we've made in just 1 year is really encouraging. Everyone who's interested in becoming a donor should join Michigan's Organ Donor Registry, and that includes Michiganders from our LGBTQ community. Your sexual orientation, gender identity, or expression does not prevent you from becoming an organ donor. And if you're a member of the LGBTQ community and you have been hesitant to sign up to be an organ donor, know that you are welcome and encouraged to join Michigan's registry. Even as we celebrate so many impressive accomplishments this year, there are still more people waiting for transplants than there are organs available. We still need to do more to close that gap. But we still have made so much progress, and so many lives have been saved and transformed, thanks to many Michiganders who have signed up for something bigger than themselves. And we thank everyone at Gift of Life and Eversight whose work has really changed countless lives. On that note, it's an honor to introduce the incredible president and CEO of Gift of Life Michigan, Dory Dills.
Thank you, Secretary Benson, and thank you for hosting us today. It is my honor to represent Gift of Life Michigan in this important month, Donate Life Month, where we have the opportunity to go through the communities and talk about the importance of organ, tissue, and eye donation and encourage Michiganders to sign up in the registry. April is Donate Life Month all across the country, and our focus is adding names to the registry, adding to that 4.6 million that's already on there. One of the ways that we've been tremendously successful in doing that is adding it to the Michigan tax forms. We were the first state in 2023 when the governor signed the bill that allowed Michiganders to check the box on their Michigan tax forms. And we've seen tremendous progress and growth in the registry as a result of that. And that really is a partnership between the Department of Treasury and the Secretary of State's office to allow that seamless transfer of data. And last year we had a really good response to it, and we're stunned, quite frankly, to see that we've already seen a 70% increase in registrations this year. And because the truth is, Michiganders are very generous. They want to help someone, and putting that question in front of them more frequently and in an opportunity through their tax form has really been effective. But as Secretary Benson mentioned, there's still 2,500 people in the state of Michigan who are desperately waiting for that organ transplant. And actually, you're going to hear today what that wait feels like. We're currently focused on 2 pieces of legislation that will allow us to educate the communities about the need for donor registrations and for donation. The first of which we're phrasing as a doctor bill, which really opens the opportunity for doctors' offices to have materials available to their patients so that they can become informed and know how to join the registry. And then the second piece is an education bill that would join all the surrounding states and provide an opportunity for education in high schools. Right now, just by invitation, we have visited over 500 high schools this year with our award-winning All of Us program. But we need to get into all the schools, and there's well over 1,500, I believe. And right now, we know that when teen drivers come to the Secretary of State's office to get that first driver's license, they have not received all the information that they need to make that decision. And only 38% of them sign up in the registry, and that is significantly less than all the surrounding states. And we don't believe that that means that teenagers are any less generous in this state than other states. We simply believe that they need additional information. And so I appreciate the Secretary's support with the tax bill, and hopefully when we have this event again, we'll be celebrating 2 additional bills that help us add names to the registry. And so with that, it's my pleasure to introduce my colleague and friend, the CEO of Eversight, Diane Hollingsworth, who's going to talk to us a little bit about the work at Eversight.
Thank you, Dory, Gift of Life Michigan, and Secretary Benson for bringing everyone here today during Donate Life Month to celebrate the many lives transformed through the selfless Michigan donors and their families. Eversight serves as Michigan's eye bank. We make it possible for donors and their families to give the precious gift of sight through eye donation, cornea transplant, and vision research. Gift of Life Michigan is tireless in their work to grow the registry, and it resulted in 2,477 Michigan donors giving sight in 2024, an 18% increase in saying yes to eye donation. Their selfless gifts restored sight to 1,300 Michiganders. Michigan donors were also provided 1,400 tissues for research, education, and surgical. And research is real important as well because cornea blindness is 10% of blinding eye conditions, but we need the tissue for research as well in order to find cures for all the other blinding eye conditions. Making the choice to be a donor is a shining example of kindness in the world today, with ripple effects that have impacted entire communities. When given the opportunity, Michiganders are overwhelmingly generous in their resolve to change lives through the gifts of eye, organ, and tissue donation. 32 years ago, I was in kidney failure myself. I was terrified. I was 33 years old. I feared leaving my husband with a 3-year-old, a 2-year-old, and a very sick newborn that was delivered at 30 weeks due to my kidney failure. After giving birth, I was on dialysis, and while our newborn spent the next 2 months in the NICU. Although the time was very stressful for us, I had a positive, extremely positive outcome. My premature baby Emily is not so premature anymore. She's a healthy 33-year-old and married. I'm standing here today because my mother gave me the second chance at life in 1993, saying yes to donation. And as I was writing this, I said to myself, half my life, because I was 33 and I'm 66 now, so half my life has been saved through donation. It's just amazing for me to be able to give back and to be there for my family. I'm so grateful for the strong partnership between Eversight and Gift of Life, which allows thousands of people to experience the healing power of donation, as I have. For those of you who have lost a loved one and are waiting for a life-changing transplant, remember, you're not waiting alone. Donor families, physicians, and all of us at Eversight and Gift of Life are walking every step with you. Your strength inspires scientific inquiry, donor generosity, and iron resolve that one day will turn into healing for many. As an iBank, Eversight works to share our experience and our expertise so that more people have the opportunity to donate a lasting gift, their last gift to humanity. We take this precious gift and work diligently to ensure we have the greatest possible impact. We can't do this life-changing work without you, the good people of the great state of Michigan. Thank you for registering to be a donor. Thank you for talking about your decision to donate. Thank you for honoring your loved ones' wishes. You're changing lives. Thank you.
Hi there, I'm Jeff Guilfoyle with the Michigan Department of Treasury. Treasury is really proud to be a partner with Secretary of State Benson, the Michigan Department of State, and with Gift of Life Michigan in an important effort to increase participation in the donor registry. Governor Whitmer signed Public Act 100 of 2023, making Michigan the first state in the nation to allow people to join the organ donor registry by doing a checkoff on their income tax form. Since that time, we've seen other states express interest. I think Wisconsin has enacted a similar checkoff program. This legislation and the partnership between the Department of State and Gift of Life has been a resounding success. Last year, 183,000 Michiganders checked the box on their income tax return. Many of those folks were already on the registry, but it led to 14,000 new names being added to the registry last year. So far this tax season, the number of people who have checked the box on their income tax form is up more than 60%. So we're going to see another strong year of growth in the registry. With each donor able to heal up to 125 people, the checkoff will positively impact many lives, potentially saving someone's mother, someone's child, or someone's friend. Supporting organ donation is personally important to me. It saved a friend and colleague of mine, Rachel Kunsch, in 2018. Without it, she wouldn't be up here standing next to me. And as always, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Rachel.
In 2018, I thought I was going to the doctor with bronchitis, and I quickly found out that I was in congestive heart failure. A rare idiopathic condition was leading me down a dark path very quickly. 10 days before Thanksgiving, I was put on life support, and my family prepared for me to become an organ donor. However, thanks to the generous gift of a donor, I'm here to tell the story. 10 days later on Thanksgiving Day, I was given the gift of life, thanks to someone who checked their heart and gave me theirs. Since that time, I've had the opportunity to climb mountains across our beautiful country. Next week, I will see my son graduate from college. I have had the opportunity to live a full life with no limitations, and I am so very grateful. I also have the opportunity to give back through working with Gift of Life Michigan to help send the message that registering to be an organ donor is both a personal decision to the donor and a very personal decision to the recipients. People like me all over the state of Michigan and beyond are so full of gratitude for people who made the choice to give that gift of life. I am so grateful for Secretary Benson, Secretary of State, and for the Department of Treasury for the work that they have done to grow that registry. Through the work that I do and through being a recipient, I have met many other people who have been waiting for that gift of life, some of whom sadly have passed during the time I have known them over these last 6 years, and others who have been grateful and celebrated as they were able to be given that gift of life as well. And we have an opportunity in Michigan to ensure that people can celebrate with their families for many years to come. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Rachel, for being here today and sharing your beautiful story. And thank you to everyone who is here with us and every person in Michigan doing the work the valuable work to ensure that Rachel and thousands of others can live and thrive by receiving the gift of life. And thank you to every Michigander currently on the organ donor registry and to everyone who decides to add their names this year. You can do it right now, michigan.gov/organ donation. Let's keep things moving in a positive direction for organ and tissue donation and for saving lives in Michigan. I'm happy to take a few questions as well.
I wanted to
Yeah.
ask here the importance of seeing high numbers like this, especially in rural places like the UP, who tend to suffer first when there are shortages or lack.
Did you want to take that? I'm happy to respond.
Yeah, well, obviously, the growth of the registry directly impacts those who receive the gift. And actually, the UP, we're pleased to see that has some of the higher registration rates throughout the state. But there's still people who need to check the box, and we are committed to educating them, whether they're UPers or whether they're downstate.
Thanks, Dory. And yeah, I think as someone who spends a lot of time in the Upper Peninsula, I've personally seen how important it is to ensure access to healthcare for all of our residents, and particularly the challenges that many in our rural communities across northern Michigan and the UP are experiencing. So this is a reflection of that, but also a recognition that whether you live in Houghton or Iron Mountain or in Marquette and the Sioux, you can sign up online to join the Organ Donor Registry and be a part of giving life in your community and throughout the whole state. All right.
Secretary,
Yes.
You received the subpoena from House Republicans yesterday. Do you intend to comply? Do you have a choice there?
Oh, this is the process working. I mean, I think we've been very clear about the importance of protecting the security of our elections and also very collaborative and transparent in providing the mountains of documents that the committee's requested. So in this sort of very specific, narrow question where we disagree as to whether or not, I believe very strongly, we don't want to do anything that would threaten the security of our elections. We invite the court to help us work it out and figure out the best path forward. And as professional election administrators on this side of the debate and lawmakers on the other, we both have an interest in ensuring transparency rules the day, but also that our elections are secure. And so I think as this process plays out, you'll see the court get involved and help us figure it out. And my hope is that all of us can stay focused on that dual need of ensuring transparency, but also protecting the security of our elections.
Thanks. And one more thing. So the portal for campaign finance reports has changed. It currently doesn't include summary information to show everything a committee has raised, spent, and has on hand. It's a campaign finance deadline Friday. Is this a concern? And why can't we use the old system until the new system is up and running?
The modern system, Mitten, has been has been up and running. We know very clear the challenges of the old system of MERTS. It's been a thorn in many people's side over the years. So I'm glad that the professionals in our Bureau of Elections have been working so hard and diligently over a number of years to modernize the campaign finance reporting system to make it easier to use and also easier to access information. So as there's additional feedback as we go through the modernization process, we'll continue as we have for the last year to incorporate that feedback into future upgrades as well. But we know this is an important time where we want everyone to have the resources they need to comply with the law, and then we'll work in terms of ensuring that everyone has access to that information that's posted through Minton so that, again, the process continues to be both modernized and smoothed. All right, thanks everybody. Thanks for being here today.